everybody, and welcome back to Claire Cooks with Christ. I'm so excited to be here with you guys for another week. Sorry it took a little while, really busy this week, but yeah. So, this week we're going to be making chocolate cupcakes with a buttercream vanilla frosting. Now, this is going to be super good. I'm so excited. So I kind of already mixed together our dry and wet ingredients, just because it may take a while. So what you want to do, preheat your oven to 350, and then get your cupcake tin. I'm using a square one because I thought it'd be fun, mix up the shapes. So I have a square one. You can use a regular cupcake one. This one's good because it's non-stick, so I don't have to use the cupcake liners and have that waste, but you can make them however you want. It's a very simple recipe, very easy. So in your dry, it's flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. So those 5 ingredients whisked together. And then in your wet, it is eggs, sugar, brown sugar, vegetable or canola. I used canola oil, vanilla extract, and you whisk that all together. And then you have your buttercream, buttermilk, not buttercream. And so now we're gonna mix them together. So for this is you want to put all your dry in a big bowl because you're gonna be pouring all the ingredients in here. So our recipe says that we're gonna pour half of the wet and then half of the buttermilk. So it requires half a cup of buttermilk. So I'm gonna use a fork just so we can have it. So you're gonna pour half of this. And remember, if you don't have buttermilk, just because it may be hard to come by right now, especially with the COVID, you can make your own, actually. So there's a recipe for that. Super easy. I've done it multiple times, and it actually really does work. So I really do suggest doing it just because it's super easy. So you're going to whisk it just for a little bit, make it really clumpy. That's okay. And then what you're going to do, take a spatula and just pour the rest of your wet ingredients in. Make sure you get every little bit, because this is all your sugar, this is all your sweetness is coming from. Pour that all in. And then pour the other half of your buttermilk. So yeah. There we go. So this is and then what you're going to do is just mix it together. Maybe really clumpy because, sometimes it gets really thick. But as you start mixing it, it starts to get less clumpy. But yeah, it might be really chunky. Just keep mixing it together, keep mixing it. Mine is actually having some trouble, as you can tell. The whisk clumped up a lot of that dry in so just be careful. I accidentally spilled some chocolate on myself. It's okay. When you're baking, things can get messy. So mix it all together. Make sure everything is incorporated really well. Alrighty, so that's actually looking really good. I'm really happy with that. So, what we're going to do now is you're going to pour halfway full your cupcake tin. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, so, since as you can see, they're very thin, and you're only supposed to pour halfway so there's no spillage or it doesn't shrink into itself, I grabbed a 1/3 cup just to make it easier, because this is going to be hard to be able to have it. But I'm going to try and do my best. So, there we go. So it looks like it's just about a 1/3. So, I'm going to fill all 12 of these up. It may create more than 12 cupcakes. That's okay. Sometimes you get a lot more, sometimes you get a little less. Just depends on how well you leveled your ingredients, how well you spoon them, and how much you pour into your actual pan. So I'm going to spoon the rest of these, put them in the oven. Now you're going to bake them between 18 and 21 minutes. It all depends on your oven, how hot it is, just depends. And the way you test it, the old toothpick trick, stick it in, comes out clean, they are done. And make sure you check all of them. And I do suggest turning the pan to make sure they're all evenly cooked, because that will help them cook faster and better. So yeah, we're going to do the rest and let them bake. Alright everyone, so while our cupcakes are cooking, we are going to make the buttercream. So, it's a homemade vanilla buttercream frosting. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the butter and you're going to beat it for 6 to 7 minutes, which I have already done. And so since this is a very loud mixer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients and kind of do like a speed part through it, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. So, alright, so let's get started. Hey guys, so for our God Talk this week, something that's been coming up a lot with people I've been talking about with, a lot of struggles that people have been experiencing is community. So I talk about SLU a lot. It's where I go to school, and something that's really awesome about SLU is that you have a community that you can pray with, go to mass with, and have a faith with. And it's really beautiful because everyone helps each other. You have Bible study, you go to mass together almost every day, you go to adoration. Like, it's a great community that you have at SLU. But when you go home for breaks, or, I mean, now, when we are all forced to go home because of COVID, you lose that community. And sometimes you lose your faith because you don't have that community to help, keep you accountable, support you, and be like, all right, let's go to mass, let's do this, let's do that. And that's hard. And I know I experience it, and a lot of other people experience it, but I think something that's always kept me grounded, always, like, it's a good reminder, is one thing that can always help you is Mary, and God. I think just thinking about how even though you may not have that community with you, even though you may not have your friends, God is still with you. God doesn't change if you're at school compared to when you're at home. He doesn't change. He loves you the same. He may love you more, and He will always be there for you. And our Mother, our Blessed Mother, will always be there to give you the graces that you need. And so I think that's something that we sometimes forget, is that on SLU's campus, like, that's the place that can have faith. Or on your college campus, or somewhere where you have your faith strong. It doesn't just have to be there, it's everywhere. And you have to take all those things that you learned at that one place and take them to where you are now. And keep them with you, and keep everything that you've learned there. And I think that's something that we all have to remember. Even I do. It's sometimes hard. But just remembering that, yes, even though we're not, and we don't have this community, we still have God. And remember to keep that community with you, because there's Zoom, there's FaceTime, text, phone call, there's all these different ways to keep that community. But just remember to keep God in the center of it. And just remember that it doesn't matter where you are, just remember to keep God in your life. Alright everyone, so our cupcakes are very final. So they cooked for 21 minutes because my oven takes a little while. I made the buttercream frosting. It didn't take too long. It was actually really easy. I halved it because the buttercream frosting recipe that I found makes 24. So I halved it. It was really simple, really easy. And so now we're going to ice it and taste our cupcakes. There we go. Not the prettiest, but they probably will taste delicious. So, that is our final cupcake. I am super excited for you guys to make these.
How's it taste?
That tastes awesome. Very good.
Give me one now.
Inside. taste amazing. Really good texture with the cupcake, and the buttercream frosting is just the right amount of sweetness. I can't wait for you guys to make these. They taste awesome. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys next week.